Welcome to 60 to 100, your trusted guide for thriving in your golden years. Subscribe for more explainer videos on finance, fitness, health, and essential tips for older adults and young people planning their future. We're here to help you start your journey from 60 to 100 and beyond with clear, calm presentations and narrative videos. If you know someone who needs this video, please share it. Thank you for being here. Today, we're talking about something that affects every single one of us: pension security. If you're 60 or older or planning for retirement, understanding your pension rights could mean the difference between struggling and thriving. Here's the truth. Millions of seniors are leaving money on the table, sometimes hundreds of dollars every month, simply because they don't know what they're entitled to. But that changes today. In the next few minutes, we'll show you 3 powerful strategies to boost your pension income, backed by real 2025 data and real success stories. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that like button. If this video reaches 1,000 likes, we'll create an even deeper analysis with more countries and strategies. Let's get started. Let's look at where things stand in 2025. In Canada, the Canada Pension Plan increased by 2.3%. The maximum CPP at age 65 is now $1,433 monthly. If you're 75 or older, Old Age Security gives you $804 monthly. That's a 10% boost just for reaching that milestone. In the United States, Social Security rose by 2.5%. The average benefit is $1,907 per month, with a maximum of $3,822 at age 67. In the UK, the state pension increased 4.1% to £230 weekly, and it's expected to rise another 4.8% in 2026. Norway ranks number 1 globally for pension security. Singapore's CPF system earned Asia's first A rating. These numbers matter because they show what's possible, and I'm going to show you how to maximize yours. The first strategy I came across and want to share with you is called GAP credits, sometimes also called Caregiver credits. What surprised me in my 50s is that years spent raising kids, caring for aging parents, or dealing with health issues can still count toward your pension, even if you weren't earning a paycheck at the time. In Canada, the child rearing provision can exclude up to 7 years of low earnings if you were raising kids under age 7. Here's an advanced tip. You can apply retroactively, even if your children are now adults. Some people have recovered credits for children born 40 years ago. In the UK, you can get national insurance credits for caring 20-plus hours per week. Advanced strategy. If you cared for multiple people simultaneously, say both parents, document each separately. You may qualify for overlapping credits. In the U.S., you may qualify for spousal benefits or survivor benefits worth up to 50% or even 100% of your partner's benefit. Here's what most people don't know. If you are married for at least 10 years, you can claim based on your ex-spouse's record, and they never even know you're doing it. Your claim doesn't reduce their benefit by a single penny. If your spouse passes away, survivor benefits can replace up to 100% of what they were receiving. There's also a special provision most advisors don't mention. If you took time off work to raise children, Social Security uses your highest 35 years of earnings. Any years with zero income get averaged in, pulling your benefit down. But here's the good news. Working even part-time now, just 10 to 15 hours per week, can replace those 0 years and boost your monthly check by $50 to $150. According to 2025 data from the Social Security Administration, nearly 40% of women rely on spousal or survivor benefits as a significant part of their retirement income. A tip I picked up from a few advisors online: if you're eligible for survivor benefits, you can start collecting them as early as age 60. Then, if your own Social Security benefit ends up being higher, you can switch over to it at age 70. Some people casually refer to this as the so-called survivor benefit sandwich. Most people never claim these credits because they don't know they exist. Check your record this month. You might be sitting on thousands of dollars. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 68 and lives in Ontario, Canada. When she reviewed her CPP statement, she discovered something shocking. She had never claimed credits for the 6 years she stayed home with her 3 children. Margaret called Service Canada, submitted her children's birth certificates, and within 8 weeks, her monthly CPP increased from $831 to $958. That's an extra $127 every month, $1,524 every year, for life. When I spoke with her, she told me, "I wish I'd known about this 10 years ago, but I'm so grateful I found out now. That's groceries, gifts for my grandchildren, peace of mind." Margaret's story proves it's never too late. What might be waiting in your pension file? The second strategy is strategic deferral, and honestly, this is the single most powerful way to boost your pension. It's pretty simple. Every year you wait past the earliest claiming age, your monthly benefit goes up for life. Take Canada, for example. If you start CPP at 60, your benefit is reduced by 36%. But if you wait until 70, it's 42% higher. That's a 78% swing just based on timing. Here's a lesser-known wrinkle. If you're still working between 60 and 65, you're contributing to CPP while your benefit is growing. Those extra contributions are called post-retirement benefits, or PRBs. Each year adds a small bump, usually about $25 to $50 a month, stacked on top of your deferred increase. Most advisors never mention this. In the U.S., the math is just as striking. Claiming at 62 cuts your benefit by about 30%. Waiting until 70 boosts it by roughly 24%. That gap can easily mean more than $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year for the rest of your life. One advanced tip. If you're married, timing really matters. The higher earner should almost always delay to 70 because that locks in the largest possible survivor benefit for the spouse who lives longer. This is sometimes called maximizing the survivor floor. The UK works a little differently. Every 9 weeks, you delay adds about 1% to your pension. What most people don't realize is that you can also take that deferral as a lump sum instead of higher monthly payments. If you delay for at least a year, you can request a one-time payout equal to the pension you skipped, plus about 3.5% interest. That can be handy for big expenses like home repairs, medical bills, or helping family. And in Singapore, deferring your pension boosts it by roughly 7% for every year you wait. The big takeaway is simple. When it comes to pensions, time really is money, and knowing how to use it can make a huge difference. Linda. She almost retired at 62, tired, ready to rest after 40 years as a nurse. The paperwork was filled out, her Social Security estimate printed, $1,680 a month. It sounded fine until her advisor showed her what waiting could do. Just 3 more years, part-time, only 15 hours a week, and her monthly benefit at age 70 would rise to $2,640. That's an extra $960 every month, or more than $11,500 a year for life. So she reimagined retirement. A few years of light consulting work instead of full-time nursing, more time at home, less stress, and a much stronger future. Those 3 years were actually enjoyable, she told me later. And now I can travel, help my kids, and never worry about money. 3 extra years, 15 hours a week, financial security for decades. Here's something worth remembering. Retirement doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't need to take everything at 62 or wait until 70 for every benefit. There are smart middle ground strategies that can make a big difference. Option 1, mix and match your benefits. Again, in Canada, for example, you might start CPP at 65 and delay OAS until 70. In the U.S., some couples let one spouse claim early while the other waits, balancing short-term income with long-term growth. Option 2, ease into retirement with part-time work. Even earning $800 to $1,200 a month can cover essentials like groceries and utilities while your pension continues to grow. Depending on your country, deferring benefits can increase them by anywhere from 8% to 42%. Leave a comment below and tell me your country and your situation. Okay? So by 70, you might have a much larger pension and extra income every month. Option 3, fill in the gaps. In the UK, it's often possible to buy back missed national insurance years. That means paying a bit now to boost your future pension, essentially investing in guaranteed income for life. Okay, next case. So let me tell you about Robert. He's 66 and lives in Manchester. When he checked his national insurance record, he got a bit of a shock. He had only 28 qualifying years instead of the 35 needed for a full UK state pension. That shortfall meant losing about £43 a week, more than £2,200 every single year. Rather than just accept it, Robert dug a little deeper. He found out he could buy back those missing years, 5 of them, for a one-time payment of £4,121. He did the math, took the leap, and here's what happened. By 67, he was collecting the full state pension. That extra £2,236 a year meant he'd already made his money back by the time he turned 69. And if he lives to 85, that one smart move will have paid him an extra £40,248 overall. Think about that, a 523% return, guaranteed by the government. Robert likes to joke that it's the best investment he's ever made, and honestly, it probably is. Now let's talk about what you should do. This is your first homework assignment, and it's the most important one. Within the next week, you're going to check your official pension record. This is not optional. Please do this. When you do, look specifically for gaps. Missing years due to caregiving, years with 0 or low earnings, periods when you were unemployed but seeking work, child-rearing years that weren't credited. Write down any gaps you find. Don't be discouraged. Gaps are fixable. Here's something I want to emphasize. Even small changes create big results. If you only recover $50 per month, just $50 over 20 years of retirement, that's $12,000 for claiming a credit you've already earned. For many of you, it will be much more. It could be $150 per month. That's $36,000 over 20 years. It could be $300 per month. That's $72,000 over 20 years. That is life-changing money. That's the difference between worrying about money and sleeping peacefully at night, between struggling and having dignity, between depending on others and maintaining independence. This matters. You matter. Your financial security matters. I don't want you to just watch this video and forget about it. I want you to take action. I want to say something directly. You have worked your entire life. You've raised families. You've contributed to your communities. You've paid your taxes and earned your pension. Now it's time to make absolutely sure you receive every dollar you're entitled to. Remember these 4 things. 1, these are your benefits. You earned them. They're not handouts. 2, it's never too late to claim missing credits. People in their 70s and 80s are still finding money they overlooked. 3, small changes create big results over time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. 4, you deserve financial security and dignity in your retirement years. If this video helped you today, please share it with a friend or family member who might benefit. Leave a comment below telling me which strategy you're going to try first. We read every comment, and we're here to support you. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are resources, there are helplines, there are advocates ready to help you navigate the system. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You've invested in your own financial security, and that's something to be proud of. God bless you. And sleep better tonight knowing you have a plan.
Thank you for being here. Your best years are just beginning. Subscribe and share the 60 to 100 YouTube channel with friends who need this message. Let's age brilliantly together. Watch our next episodes. Just click on the thumbnails. Thank you.